Not having to get one.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Truth Serum Start Sit Edition. Sunday morning. It's me, Jordan Thomas, with the Bald Head Brigade themselves. I got David Genus to my left. I got Joey Fickle to my right. And we're here to bring you fantasy football advice so good when you win your matchup today, it'll feel like you cheated. What is up,
It'll
fellas?
feel like you cheated. Uh, for the record, I cannot at everyone tag. It won't let me, but I did try.
Okay, shit. I'm gonna try too while you talking this time.
It is
The
week
more the merrier.
14, guys. Week
Can I get on
14,
there?
playoffs starting next week. Got some tough matchups in here. We got a lot of good games. We got the Chargers and Dolphins with a 53.5 point over under. We got the Lions and Vikings, 51.5 points. And we got several in the mid 40s. So lots of good games today and tomorrow, of course. Your Ravens and the Steelers are playing.
Not my Ravens. My Steelers and the Ravens. Screw the Ravens. Fuck them dirty birds. Yeah, that one. Yeah, they're coming in without Lamb Jack into Pittsburgh. I mean, good luck. That's all.
It don't matter. It don't matter. It's the Ravens Steelers, man. I really need the Steelers to get their shit together, to be honest, because I remember pretty much over the last like 10 to 15 years, that was the marquee matchup of marquee matchups, man. No matter what, who was playing, what was going down, I was tuning in for the Ravens Steelers because it was always a slobber knocker.
I'm sure it will be today too. They hate each other. They're gonna, they're headhunting. That's what they do.
That's the best rivalry in the NFL, in my opinion. And I'm a Cowboys Eagles guy through and through, but there's nothing like the Steelers and the Ravens. Sorry, Dina, your Bengals just they aren't in that conversation yet.
Hey, listen. My Bengals
Who they?
No, yeah, you can't add everyone on that.
Just keep calm and hate the Steelers.
Keep
calm and hate the Steelers.
Derek Blueberry Dingleberry says Joey Fickle rhymes with pickle. So what that means, fuck you, Fickle.
You do it.
Hey, Derek Blue, listen. Normally I love it when you come at Joey every single Sunday. That makes me happy every week, but come on, baby. It's his birthday weekend. Let's give Joseph some love today.
I think that means come at him even harder.
I think what that means is like and subscribe, everyone. We got Armchair Athletics coming in. Go Steelers, Steeler Nation.
Yeah,
hell
boy.
Yeah. Thanks for the comment, Mr. Chris Fox. And if you guys haven't gotten a chance to check out the Devil's Advocate on True Serum Football by Armchair Athletics, it's a great read. Chris kills it every time he writes anything for us. So we appreciate you, Armchair Athletics.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Show me them TDs.
Take the top off, baby.
Take
birthday
the top
shirt.
off. Where are all the questions at, man?
I don't know. Where they at? Where is everybody this morning?
Who you guys got? Chargers or Dolphins?
Dolphins.
Oh, I got America's team. It's the Miami Dolphins, dude. They got the shit smacked out of them last week. It's the revenge game. Chargers have the most expensive, shitty defense in the history of the NFL. Can't stop a damn thing. Man, I think everybody's gonna go off, and the Dolphins, they're capable of putting up 50 points any given week with that offense. So give me the Dolphins all day.
You got Dina over here disagreeing with you. We only have 3 picks different this week. That's one of them. She's going Herbie.
Hey, Dina, do me a favor. Change that over real quick because you're wrong.
Nope, I'm right. You about to see.
We about to find out.
Good morning, you filthy animals.
Filthy animals. Was that Vance Schlitz, our sideline reporter?
I don't know. Maybe. It is Facebook user for now. Let's go Buffalo. Fuck your birthday. Just kidding. You're gay.
Hey, I think Buffalo's gonna win this week, but I gotta say, I I don't think Buffalo is the top team in that division any longer. I'm all aboard the Miami trade, man.
So I was talking when I was watching your buddies over at Patriot Sports Radio this morning, and I told them I think the Bills win, but I think the Jets cover.
I could see it. I mean, man, it would not shock me if the Jets pulled something out of their ass today. Like every time I count those guys out, they pull through. The Jets are the real deal, man, and they're only gonna get better. And I've been screaming it, but like they're doing this without Brees Hall, their star running back. They're doing this without their two best offensive linemen, Mekhi Becton and Elijah Vera Tucker. Like, man, they're like Deion Sanders next year. They coming, baby, they coming.
Well, Buffalo is favored by 10 in this matchup, so you think they're going to win by less than 10. I agree. What's up, gentlemen and Jordan? What's up, Zach Kurtz? How you
What's up,
doing this
baby?
morning?
Hope you feeling better, Zach Kurtz. He been a little bit under the weather this week, and so prayers up for my boy Zach Kurtz. Hope you feeling better, man.
Speaking of Zach Kurtz, while you guys have a minute, the Naughty and Nice, we have put a deadline on that Monday after the football game, after Monday Night Football, after the Patriots beat the Cardinals. That is the deadline. So if you want any spots in that, you got to get in it by then. We're going to be running it live after Christmas. I want to say the
29th, right?
29th.
Yeah, the 29th, night of the 29th. That'll be up. And hey, listen, y'all, I need your help. Get in there. Get in where you fit in. I got a Lawrence Taylor autograph, 8x10. I got a Jalen Hurts full-size camo lid autograph. I got all kinds of cards. We got a Tua Tagovailoa mini helmet. And frankly, I really need my damn desk space back. So let's get this going. Let's get it on. Santa's ready to deliver to those that are naughty and those that are nice. So get in where you fit in.
What do you got hanging over there at your house, David? What do you have?
I got the JT jersey. I got an Aaron Donald jersey.
Got some helmets.
I got some stupid Le'Veon Bell stuff. Fuck that
The
guy.
greatest running back in Pittsburgh Steelers history, Le'Veon Bell.
I think you accidentally misspoke and meant Jerome Bettis, but we'll keep going.
I said what I said.
I have a Devontae Adams mini helmet, and I got a bunch of cards. Got lots of prizes. Not too many Coles going out this time.
Yeah,
So-
we also have break credit and Squares credits. We got all sorts of stuff, gift cards. We got all sorts of stuff in here, guys.
Oh, yeah.
You got the goods.
All right.
We
all
might
right.
even
Let me
send you a pan of Dina's Gussie chicken if we get enough entries in that bitch. Let's go.
All right. Armchair Athletics says Dolphins in an overmatch. Jeremy Pyle, 2 birthday boys in the same week.
Woo wee!
Happy early birthday to you as well, Jordan Thomas.
Thanks, baby. Thanks.
Trent Hobbs here. Got questions. Y'all start one. ETN, Foreman, or Murray?
Hey, Trent Hobb, before we answer this question, do us all a favor. After you get the answer that you came to get, go on over to YouTube, bang that bell for us. We would love to subscribe. For me, it's a tough matchup. It's Tennessee's got a really stout run defense. Travis Etienne's getting all the work in that backfield. He is that team. Trevor Lawrence, I believe, is playing the last time I saw. I'm going with Etienne out of these three.
I am too. Close, though, between Foreman. I actually feel pretty decent about Foreman this week. And he's also the guy that's going to be getting all the work. So all three of these guys are kind of the bell cows for their respective teams. But I'm going to go ETN as well.
The NSYNC in the back. I'm actually going
Dirty
to
pop.
hop over. I'm gonna hop over to the Foreman train. It's a matchup thing for me. I think ETN is the better athlete, just not against the Titans.
TSS Fantasy says 3 wise men, happy holidays. How many kickers can Jordan fit on his bench? Lame ass.
I can fit about as many kickers on my bench as Joey can fit things in his butthole. So that's a whole lot, baby. Commissioner Cooper, Jordan Thomas, True Serum Football, going down in the trenches this week. Round of 8. One of us is going to get to the round of 6. It might be both of us, to be honest. But, I'm just kicking it, Cooper. I'm sorry, baby. I'm just kicking it.
Armchair says Jets get routed today.
They have that in common with Commissioner Cooper from TSS Fantasy Football.
So is that your matchup with the kicker game?
Yeah, it's me and Coop, 100%.
All right, Zach Kurt says Latavius Murray, Zonovan Knight, Chuba Hubbard, P. Ron, PPR, choose 3.
Jesus.
I'm gonna go with the first 2, Latavius and Zonovan Knight. I'm going to bench Chuba Hubbard and play P. Ryan, even though your boy is going to be back this week. I think P. Ryan still gets enough work in to outscore Hubbard.
I am going Murray, Zonovan Knight, and Chuba Hubbard. I don't think P. Ryan gets much of a workload today.
I'm going to go with Joey here. I think that P. Ryan has showed enough. Mixon's coming back, but who knows how much they're going to want to give it to him. Probably keep him fresh for the playoffs. P. Ryan showed enough over the last couple of weeks to earn some touches.
So my only argument to that is I feel like they know what they got in Samaje P. Ryan. I mean, that dude's been dynamite with them since they've had him, like in relief of Mixon. He's been good almost every single time. But when Mixon plays, he does get the lion's share of the workload. I could see them, tearing it up and then giving him some work in the second half. But I feel better about Chuba Hubbard personally. Did you know? And this one's for Miss Dina Baker. Did you know that Joe Burrow, Joey Cool, has never beaten the Cleveland fucking Browns of all teams? Never beaten them. What?
You can fuck off.
Hey, I'm just spitting stats, man. I'm just spitting stats.
Listen, I do know, and I also know today that shit is done. We are
It is
beating the
done.
Browns today.
Dina has ruled.
We got to buy. All from Athletic. He's buying something.
Hey, no, it's bye. He just wanted to comment on my NSYNC doll.
Okay. Good morning, fellas. Good morning to you, Caps Lock.
The one Facebook user who we always know who is.
One more buy, and then he is asking. Caps Lock says, pick one. Pick one. Pierce, Thielen, James Cook, Everett. I think I'm going to stick with Damian Pierce here. But got good matchups for all the rest of them. James Cook is starting to come on for the Bills. I'm going to play Pierce.
I am going with Adam Thielen in this one. Tastiest matchup of the week, the Minnesota Vikings, the Detroit Lions. There will be points being scored all damn day. I think Thielen will get a bunch of the work. I think Pierce and the Houston Texans are about to run into a buzzsaw. They aren't good to begin with, but, man, Dallas is on fire, and I think they shut Houston completely down today.
Yeah, I hate that big of a spread. I usually will stay away from that, but I took Dallas with those points, minus the points today. I think the Detroit and Minnesota defenses are both suspect. I think that's a score fest over there. I'm going to go Thielen as well.
Okay.
I'm
not mad at it. Seth Frex, Pickens or Singletary?
Seth Frex on the YouTube already banged that bell. Y'all go be like Seth Frex. And, man, this one to me is easy. Joey said it on the last question. James Cook's coming on. I still think Singletary has value But man, Pickens is this offense. Like everything goes through Pickens. It's not Deontay Johnson. It's not Najee Harris. It's the George Pickens show. I'm picking Pickens.
That is exactly what David Genus was thinking last week when he was telling people
There
to
it
start
is.
Pickens. Pickens had 2 for 16 yards, 2 for 17 scoreless yards. Fuck all of that. Give me Devin Singletary, and it's going to be Devin Singletary. He's going to get enough of the work. This is a 50-50 workload. They are heavily favored in this matchup. Say what you will, but give me the favorite running back, even if he does see the third down work.
All right, so here's what I got to say about Pickens. I was wrong last week. I admit that.
He's right this week.
Listen, here's what happens, though. If you guys have not noticed, I watch the Steelers every week. When
I'm
Pickens
sorry.
has a down week, you fuck off. When Pickens has a down week, he cries about it, which I think is a little bitch. But the next week, he gets the work. He gets the targets. It's Pickens' week. This has happened 2 other times this season. Last week, he was frustrated on the sideline. You could see it. It was obvious. After the game, it was frustrated. This week, Pickens goes off.
Pickens. 2
Pickens.
picks
He's
for
going to go off
Pickens.
with his 2
Pickens.
yards per route run.
He might, but hey, don't forget that Jets D is no slouch, man. So I don't think it's going to be an easy game for Singletary by any means, or James Cook for that matter.
Or anybody.
The Jets D is coming. It's coming.
Who we flexing, Jamal Williams or Everett? It's Jamal Williams, man. You got to play Jamal Williams. Who you starting at tight end, though?
There is a over-under of 51.5 for the Vikings and the Lions today. I mean, if that doesn't mean 2 touchdowns for Jamal Williams, I don't know what does, because that's all this dude does is score. He's like David Genus in high school, just scoring left and right, baby.
He's just going to moonwalk into the end zone today. At least twice.
Lions are making a playoff push.
All right, we got Rachaad White, Deontay Foreman, Najee, James Cook. We're going to pick 2 here. Give me Foreman and James Cook. I will sit Najee and Rachaad White. Foreman, James Cook. That's tough.
I think I'm going Foreman and Najee with James Cook as my third. I want no part of Rachaad White against the Niners. I'll tell you that. I'm a Rachaad White truther, but no thanks. No thanks against Mr. Bosa.
Foreman is the one that's, to me, the easy one here. I just don't like White's or Cook's or really Najee's matchup, but I think Najee has the pedigree over the other 2 and less weapons to be used over there. So I think Najee gets the work, and he could fall into the end zone against Baltimore.
Somebody's got to. They do have.
This game could be 3-0. Let's be real here. They don't have to. This could be a shit show.
It usually is Steelers and Ravens. They do have the lowest over-under, 36.5 points. So it's going to be tough sledding for any of your Ravens and Steelers this week, I believe. Everett, Mostert, Evans, or Slayton. This is ridiculous.
Can't trust Evans is what Ben Kaiser says. But for me, I am going Raheem Mostert in this one. The Los Angeles Chargers can't stop anything on the ground. Mostert's going to get most of that work. I'm going with Mostert.
I think I have to agree with you. But I like Jeff Wilson over Mostert this week.
I actually like them both this week.
I think last week was a little bit of an outlier because the overall sample size says Jeff Wilson is the guy in that backfield. I don't know what was going on last week against the 49ers. Mostert got 7 of the 8 total carries. I think that was a little bit of a fluke. So, yeah, but I'll still stick with Mostert here.
So I'm not playing Slayton, not against Philadelphia, and especially not with Saquon possibly playing injured. I mean, I don't even see that as a close game at that point.
He will play today, though.
Yeah, but banged up, I just don't see it. I'm gonna go Everett because I also don't trust the Dolphins defense realistically, and I think that Miami just has too many weapons. Mostert isn't the top one in my opinion. It's Wilson.
Yeah, Vegas doesn't trust their defense either. That's why this is the highest over/under on the slate. The Lions and the Vikings started out as the highest, but I think it was tied. They both were 53.5. It looks like money was going to the over on the Lions Vikings game or the under. So maybe some money dropped this. That's something. I think the Bengals are finally gone and get it done against the Browns today. I think you were right.
The Bengals are finally gone get it. That word is gone. Gone get it done. Do I think the Bengals are going to get it done? I
think they're going to get it done.
What about you, David?
I think they're getting it done as well.
You heard it here first. The Pittsburgh Steelers fans said the Cincinnati Bengals gonna get it done today.
Listen, I will say that if they don't get it done today, they don't win the division.
It's Deontay Foreman from the Panthers, by the way. Thank you for clearing that up, although I'm sure we all assumed that.
I'm a Longhorn fan. I know all about foreskin.
Thoughts on J.K. Dobbins playing today? I don't have many thoughts at all on it. Like I said earlier, there's going to be tough points to grab from that game today on either side.
I have some thoughts. J.K. Dobbins is going to come in today. He's going to look all right. Right. He's going to get some work. He's going to look all right. He's going to come in next week. He's going to look real good. He's going to come in that following week and be injured for the rest of the season. That's the J.K. Dobbins story right there.
That's how it goes.
Armchair Athletics putting his cents in. He's going to say Cook. I believe that's going to go for the question. Rachaad White, Foreman, Najee, James Cook. He's picking one of them as James Cook. Pick through Thawlaw, Trevor Lawrence, Huntley, or Mike White. 4 points per passing touchdown. Give me Trevor Lawrence and Mike White.
Yeah, and not man. So I don't see a lot of points in the Steelers-Ravens game. I do think Huntley has rushing upside though. Man.
He starts off with one passing touchdown because of the 4 points per. So he starts the game off with 40 rushing yards. So it's basically Mike White or Huntley. I think T-Law is going to be the solid for. Well, I can speak for me, but
I disagree completely. So I am going dynamite Mike White all day. He's the smash in this one for me. They're going to be playing from behind. They're going to have to pass the ball. Mike White's going to sling it today. And, man, give me Huntley over banged up T-Law playing a very pissed off and tough Tennessee defense. I'm starting T-Law in my 144 league this week, but it's because my only other quarterback option is Brock. I ain't Purdy. So, for me, I'm trying to fade T-Law if I can today. I'm real nervous about him in this matchup.
There's no way. The Titans are a bottom 30 defense against the passer.
This is a division game, though. I'm just saying, Derrick Henry gonna run all over them today. I don't know. I'm real nervous about T-Law and this Jags offense as a whole.
Bobby Swan, listen to me, dog. Start Trevor Lawrence today.
I faded all Jags today as well. I agree. I think that just now, The defenses are terrible in the Vikings-Lions game, but I think the Vikings come in. They're not favored in this game. They're a 10-win team, not favored against the 5. They're going to come in pissed off and win that game. I think it's going to be high scoring. Both teams are going to score. But in the T-Law game, I just don't see them having enough offense to get through a pissed off Titans team at home.
All right, there you have it. Godwin or Hopkins, touchdown league, win, and I'm in the playoffs. If you need a touchdown, I'm going with DeAndre Hopkins. I know they got the Patriots this week, but the Buccaneers got the 49ers. So,
which is worse.
Which it is worse, and especially worse because Godwin he's been hot as far as the touchdowns go recently. Mike Evans is nowhere to be found. But you got to start Hopkins here if you want a touchdown.
D-Hop for me, too. It's a smash on this one.
All
and
right,
this format.
Yeah, so here's my issue. Every time I give you information on the touchdown league, it has been wrong. However...
So tell him to go with Godwin, and then we all three on the same page.
So I am going with Godwin. I'm going to tell you why. All right, so...
Even if it's wrong.
Even if it's wrong. Yeah, I'm going to explain why. All right, so Hopkins... I think it's not that much of a difference between the Patriots defense, which is also one of the top defenses. They're tough, and the Niners defense. What Brady can hit against the Niners defense is that zone right across the middle, right where Godwin eats. Godwin is the target there today. I think Godwin gets in.
Also, you don't actually have to score a touchdown. If he gets 100 yards, that's another 6 points too. So, that is a good chance for Godwin. So I'm still gonna lean. I'm gonna lean D-Hop because I think he can get to 100 and a touchdown. So someone besides Jeremy Pyle here on Facebook says "fuck the Lions." That was not Jeremy Pyle. I can confirm that.
I wonder if it was Colleen.
If so, language. Shout out to Jordan for having the Justin Timberlake action figure in the background. LOL.
Isn't it beautiful? Hey, let me know who likes that action figure. I just want to know. I'm hoping it's Mike Pineacker.
Streaming of defense. Titans with Trevor as my QB or Panthers.
So for me, I don't think it matters who your quarterback is other than in your head. Right. For me, that does not change who I'm going for. I'm going with the Carolina Panthers, who have been a sneaky, solid defense, especially on the fantasy side. Geno is, Geno, and he's killing it. He's crushing it. But I feel like the Panthers scored 7-8 fantasy points today, and that's enough to be more than the Tennessee Titans.
Okay. I'm going to play the Titans. I think Trevor Lawrence can make some mistakes. I'm more confident in Geno protecting the ball. So, yeah, give me the Titans defense. I don't care if it's Trevor Lawrence as your quarterback or not, because that's only -2 for turnovers. So, I think he can score enough to kind of counterbalance that a little bit, but I'm still confident playing Trevor Lawrence, and I also do see a few turnovers. So give me the Titans defense.
I'm going to go with the Titans as well. Also, what other options do you have at quarterback? I think T-Law coming in injured. I think T-Law coming in injured. ETN's been beat up on and off. I think if you have any other options to stream, you'd stream another quarterback today.
I do just want to say, last 3 weeks, Panthers 24-13-22, Titans 19-4, -3. So, I mean, the Panthers have been doing really well production-wise from a fantasy standpoint.
Who were their opponents, though?
Well, I got to go back and look at that. So the Titans' opponents, they did have Cincinnati and Philadelphia, which sucks, but they gave up Green Bay was the third one. That's where they scored 19. Panthers.
The
Panthers
NFC
had
South teams.
Denver, Baltimore, Atlanta.
There you go.
Yeah, that
There
that
you
explains it right there.
But
Yeah.
but I'm just saying I don't think Seattle's by any means a juggernaut. So I think it's definitely within the realm of possibility an 8 to 10 point game.
My concern is that Geno Smith is safe with the football. He's at the top of the list as far as QBR goes and things like that, which accounts for turnover worthy plays and all of that. But that's just my take. We can be wrong anytime we step on this camera right here. Armchair says, take that under on the Steelers game, and I agree.
Take the under, and Baltimore's going to whoop that ass. That's what I'm taking today.
No.
Richard Peno's got a question for the defense. Steelers or Bucks this week? Give me the Steelers.
I'm going with the Buccaneers on this one, and I think this is a much juicier one than the last one because I could see either one of these quarterbacks, having some turnovers today, but it's a rookie quarterback. I think the Bucs defense will get after him all game. I expect him to turn the ball over at least once. I'm going with the Buccaneers.
Can't go wrong. Either two of these are top 5 options, in my opinion.
Yeah, I'd say top 10. I don't know about top 5. I have a little bit more trust in Brock Purdy than most people. I've been watching some things on him all week. I roll with the Steelers here against a also semi-banged up Tyler Huntley.
Mm-hmm. With no weapons.
Right, yeah.
Thoughts on Purdy getting his first NFL start today? Start with David Genius. What you thinking?
I'm thinking Purdy is going to get him a W against the GOAT. First off, it comes down there to that defense. The defense is going to get the W. Purdy's just going to benefit from that. But they got so many weapons down there. Purdy is... Yes, he was Mr. Irrelevant, but that man has overperformed his entire life. I've watched some of his high school plays. I've watched some of his college. The man has always just come in underrated and overperformed.
And like you said, he's got tons of weapons in San Francisco, man. He's going to be the recipient of those yak yards. So I think he's just fine against this Buccaneers defense today.
I think he'll do all right, but I'm starting Trevor Lawrence over him in my TSF 144 league, if that tells you anything, because you already know how I feel about Trevor Lawrence this week.
Same. Game On Sports News and Picks says Tua or Herbert. Should be a great game either way. Just don't know who to start.
So I will start here. First of all, I want to say what's up to Game On Sports Network. Thanks for chiming in, Will. If you guys need any kind of betting advice or anything like that, Will is the man, one of the few people that I actually pay my hard-earned money to subscribe to. So go check out Game On. There's great stuff over there. For me, I am smashing Tua Tagovailoa for America's team this week. Revenge narrative. They got tore up last week against San Francisco. I think Tua has a huge game against this Los Angeles Chargers team that has more holes in it than a block of Swiss cheese.
I am going to agree. Give me Tua Tagovailoa.
I agree entirely. Herbert is still Herbert, but from what I've seen this year, his weapons aren't his weapons that they normally are. They haven't been solid, and that defense is just terrible.
For no reason.
Huntley is a no this week. I agree with you.
That sounds like a Steelers fan talking to me.
We got Trevor Lawrence or Mac Jones.
This is where I draw the line. Start T-Law. Don't fucking start Mac Jones.
Mac Jones
I have a bet going. I don't give a shit who he's got, right? Give me Trevor Lawrence. I want no part of Mac Jones. No thanks. I have a ongoing debate with Flanders over at TSS Fantasy. That man actually said this week to sit Dak Prescott and to start Mac Jones. So we're going to see how it works out. But yeah.
Okay. I highly disagree with that statement. However, for this question, I am going with the mac and cheese against the Cardinals defense. I think Mac
I'm
has
going
looked
Trevor
much better the
Lawrence.
last 2 weeks, and I'm fading the Jags this week with Trevor a little banged up, Etienne banged up. Against a mad Titans defense,
Pissed off defense.
division at home.
They stay pissed off.
No,
I
they
mean,
real
give me-
pissed off
Give me
though.
Trevor Lawrence, dog. Trevor Lawrence all day.
They don't stay pissed off. Listen, they're over there like we have the easiest division in the world. They come into games and like we can half-ass this and lose to the Bengals, and we're still good.
Trevor Lawrence all day over Mac Jones is all I'm saying. It was Colleen. I called it.
You
I
filthy
called it.
mouth little bitch. You watch your language.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Watch how you talking to my mama.
She likes
Watch how
it.
you talking to my mama.
Daniel Beebe with the like of JT action figure also fading all Jags. I've only read Start Kirk this week.
So fair. Absolutely. And I am absolutely starting Christian Kirk with confidence in every league I have. He's must start. I think what I mean by that more than anything, Daniel, is where I normally see Christian Kirk as a low-end wide receiver 1 option. He probably gets bumped down to the wide receiver 2 discussion for me this week. To me, you've got to start Kirk Cousins or Christian Kirk. I mean, every single week. We done lost Joey. Where he go? What do you say, David Genus?
I'd say the same thing. I actually picked up Kirk in several leagues at the beginning of the year in the draft because people were faded on him. They were sleeping on him, and he's come through for me a lot this year. He is the only Jag that I have played this week. I have Etienne in a couple of leagues, and I actually did fade him this week. I sat him in all 3 leagues that I have him in. So.
And for the record, I am starting Etienne and Trevor Lawrence both in my 144 squad because I do not have a better option. I just feel much less confident about them this week as I do most weeks.
I can't tell if I'm frozen or not.
You're not.
Yeah,
I do. I do have a question. Did you have to go off camera to turn your hat sideways? Because I feel like it was the other way when you left. So
I went off camera to turn the ceiling fan on because it is hot in here. I need to turn this TV off behind me, I guess.
just so y'all know, when it's hot in the Fickles house, that means it is a crisp 41 degrees in that house.
All right, Ben Kaiser says Pollard, Knight, or Pacheco. Give me Pollard, dog. Play
To
Pollard.
the fucking moon. Give me Tony Pollard. There, you can't sit this guy. You cannot sit this guy anymore.
I think Ben's just I think he's just saying stuff to say stuff to help boost us up a little bit, give us some comments. This is a no-brainer. That's not even a contest. That's Pollard all day.
I will say this. I am trying to get Pacheco in lineups because I think he's gonna get in the end zone easily at least once against the Denver Broncos this week. So
Easily?
it's the Broncos, man. Like
Right.
they're
They
gonna
got
score.
defense. That's what they got. That's it. That's all they got. What is happening here? I'm getting dizzy.
Hey! I'm fixing some other stuff. Just you guys, keep
David,
on going.
We having some problems powering the grid right here to keep the show up and
Hold
running.
on, I
need
got
you
you.
to, I need you to kick them feet just a little bit faster, baby.
All right. So the issue for me was not that we were frozen because of internet. It was simply because this McAfee antivirus I got on here, it automatically pauses videos, which it's great if ads pop up on you and shit, like you're on a website, like none of the videos on the side of the screen play and things like that. So whenever I swapped it over like that, it automatically paused these videos and I have to click unpause. So I had to pop them off and pop them back on to make sure they didn't stay paused. All right, we got Goff or Geno. Give me Jared Goff. Jared Goff.
You don't golf, you don't get off, baby. Give me Jared Goff all day today.
Yeah, I
Vikings-
like Goff as well.
Vikings are going to win this game, though.
I agree.
It's going to happen. I think them being the underdog in this game is probably the single most disrespectful thing I've ever seen Vegas do. And that includes having a national football team, because that shit is embarrassing to that entire state. But I'm just saying, if I'm Minnesota, I've got a fucking huge chip on my shoulder going into this matchup.
Armchair says rookie QBs scare me because defenses don't have any tape to study. One thing that is kind of universal, like quarterbacks don't like pressure. And anytime there's a rookie quarterback, you bring the heat. And it works against veterans too. So that's kind of one thing.
Vita Vea may kill that man today. I'm just saying.
Listen, I actually agree with him. It doesn't just apply to rookie quarterbacks. I think anytime you make a change, get a new person in that you haven't seen in that offense, for example, Baker Mayfield. I'm not saying Baker Mayfield is suddenly God's gift to the Rams. They're going to make the playoffs or nothing. But first weekend, 2 days after being there, they didn't have any tape to study on what he was going to do with that offense. Same thing 2 weeks earlier when it was head coach for the Colts coming in his first game. They had no idea how he was going to run that offense. Surprised they were.
I do want to comment on this Baker Mayfield thing, right? So everybody, like, Baker Mayfield's the talk of the fantasy world right now. And look, man, I love me some Baker Mayfield, and I really was hoping it would work out for him, but I have never seen people get so damn worked up over 230 yards, 1 touchdown, and a 59.8 QBR. If you take away that final drive, Baker Mayfield was dog shit that whole game pretty much. Like, I just don't see what the big day. Yeah, he had the nice game-winning drive, but Baker Mayfield is not back. He's not close to being back, and he's going Baker Mayfield again next week. Just watch. It's going to happen.
Offensive players know where they're going to go, and defensive players don't. That's the only thing I got to add.
I'd also like to say, fuck last drives this last week. That last drive and Tom Brady's last drive lost me a combined $350 that I had coming my way. I was winning a squares. I was winning my pick'ems last week. Tom Brady fucked me on both of those. I had money on the game the other day with the Raiders. I had them to win by exactly 6.
So you telling me you bet against the GOAT? You deserve this. You deserve this.
Well, no, it was about the pick'ems was about the final score. We were tied.
Oh, got it.
And it was about the final score. That put them over to where it was the other person getting that.
All right. Jeremy Jewell says other quarterbacks available: Trevor, Mac Jones, Darnold, White, or Russell Wilson. This was on the Trevor versus Mac Jones question.
I'm rolling out Mike fucking White out of these guys, and I'm not thinking twice about it. Jeremy Jewell, new name to me. Do me a favor, bang that bell and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for your question. But for me, it's a smash Mike White out of these options.
For me, I'm going to still stick with Trevor Lawrence. I think that they are going to generate quite a bit more offense than the Jets will today.
So
he's in a win and end situation.
I would say White if it was not against the Bills. I think that's going to be a low scoring game. I'm still going Mac here, but I think that a sneaky pick could be Sam Darnold. I think he has something to prove. He comes in, he suddenly wins them their first game. He didn't do terrible last year. Just the team around him was also not that great. He looked good with CMC, and go ahead.
Through the first 4 weeks of last season, Sam Darnold was quarterback 3. Never forget.
Exactly. Now the hype faded real fast after that. But again, I think if you need a sneaky pick to get in, it could be Sam Darnold today. The Seahawks defense is not exactly what it used to be, the Legion of Boom.
Well, I'll tell you what, the Panthers are implied for more points than the Jets are today. So it's 20-18. If you want to look at the implied points, Jets are implied for 18, Panthers are 20. I'm going to stick with I'm gonna stick with the Jaguars though, who are also at like 18 points projected. But tough options, man. But you win, you get in. Anything can happen. Good luck on that one. I'm gonna stick with my guns there. And
You're welcome for not getting any help from us and making this easier.
Yeah, we all disagree on that one.
Armchair agrees with us. Jared Goff, play him. Pickett or Purdy? Seth Frick says, give me Purdy.
David?
I'm going Purdy too.
Big
Again,
Brock
Cox. I've watched him all week. He's been impressive to me, and I just don't think the Bucs defense is still decent, but they're not what they used to be, and that team has too many weapons compared to a low-scoring game in Pittsburgh. I just don't. I think Purdy has more opportunity.
My question is Mike White, Dynamite Mike, available on the waiver wires. If not, I'm starting Purdy, but I don't feel good about it. I think people are underestimating this this Buccaneers defensive front. I think they're going to get after this kid. To me, the downfall of the Bucs has had little to nothing to do with the defense and everything to do with their offensive line. And it's been a problem since the preseason. That's why I think San Francisco probably wins this game today, because Nick Bosa may get 11 freaking sacks on the day. He's going to be going through that offensive line all damn day. But I'm going Brock Purdy because I have zero confidence in Pickett. He would probably be like my very, very, very I would start Mac Jones over Kenny Pickett today, if that tells you anything.
I would start Purdy over Mike White.
Give me Mike White. Dynamite Mike, baby.
They're going to be getting the ball out quick, and that's kind of what leans me towards Big Cock Brock here. But just all the weapons,
Big
man.
Cock Brock.
All the weapons.
I just want to say with that nickname, Brock Purdy just bumped up my rankings at least 5 or 6 spots.
Game On says, thanks, guys. Keep up the good work. Love the show. We love you, baby.
Yeah, appreciate the support.
Absolutely. Travis Homer, Jameson Williams, J.K. Dobbins, Jerick McKinnon, or Chris Moore scraping the bottom of the barrel. I'm going to go Travis Homer here. Give me Travis Homer. I think he's going to get the majority of the work for the Seahawks against a beatable Panthers defense.
I'm going Travis Homer if I need a solid floor, but I really like this week to be the Jameson Williams coming out party. Like, I could see him getting a 70-yarder to the freaking house on this Vikings defense. I'm going to step away for just a second, but it's either Homer or Williams for me, depending on the actual fantasy game script.
Yeah, I'm going Chris Moore. I think that with the injuries to everybody else over there, they're going to be down. They're going to have to pass. Chris Moore has shown that he can be electric and have the opportunity. And today he has the opportunity. Both Nico Collins and
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, they're both out. I think he has the opportunity more than the rest of these guys. I think Travis Homer is splitting with that other dude. And Jameson Williams, I just don't know what they're going to do with him yet.
Yeah. So I sent there he is. I sent Jordan a DFS lineup with Chris Moore in it yesterday, and he said, I don't even know who the fuck that guy is. I was like, yeah, it's kind of how it is. But when opportunity comes, man, he's
sees
been
it.
all right.
Yeah, and here's what I want to say. So the guy that you're talking about, I believe, is DJ Dallas with Travis Homer. I like Homer's floor, right? When it comes to Chris Moore, normally I would love, putting him in here as that flyer. For DFS lineups, I really do like the play, but I think the Cowboys are going to fucking just stomp a mud hole in this team. I think for Moore, it all depends on how much Trayvon Diggs he sees, because Dallas did just lose Anthony Brown for the season with the Achilles, so they got Deron Bland playing that other corner spot. He's a rookie. He's looked good, but they can be beatable on the other side of the field. I just don't think anybody on Houston can do it. I think this is going to be a shit show for the Texans today.
Like I said, I agree. I did take Dallas minus the points. I just think out of those particular options, he has the most opportunity today. And DJ Dallas is also likely out, as well as Kenneth Walker. It was Tony Jones that I was talking about as the other guy.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah,
even
Tony
worse.
Jones.
Okay, yeah. So then, definitely give me Travis Homer in that one. I want to read this question, though, from Facebook user and sideline reporter Vance Schlitz. Says, good morning, gentlemen. I'm here for two things: consuming bacon in my drawers and using all my opponent's fantasy team's tongues to lick my balls. Vance Schlitz, best sideline reporter in the game. Also a fan of America's team, the Miami Dolphins.
I don't know. It's ugly, but Sam Darnold or Russell Wilson, also Hunt, Mostert, or Dobbins. I am going to play Sam Darnold over Russell Wilson, and it's gross. But give me Raheem Mostert today.
Okay, so for me on this one, it's not even a question. I'm going Sam Darnold. At this point in the season, I'm starting David Genius in my fantasy lineups over Russell Wilson. I want no fucking part of that guy or that team. Look, if you want to talk about being wrong, I was fucking wrong on Russell Wilson and the Broncos this year, but we all were, to be honest. I am going to go Mostert on this other question. However, I am considering Kareem Hunt, who actually showed some signs of fucking life last week under Deshaun Watson, just a little bit. So
he's shown signs of life all year long when he gets put in the game, but he just doesn't have the snap share. Chubb is taking all of it for this year, more so than ever. After they refused to trade him, it's kind of weird, but yeah, maybe it's a little Deshaun Watson that's bringing him back to life.
I'm going to agree with both of you guys here. I think the Darnold Wilson question isn't even a question, which nobody would have guessed at the beginning of the season. And I'm going to go Mostert because of the game script. I think that's going to be a high scoring game with a lot of opportunity. And I think the Bengals come in, they're sick of hearing how they can't beat the Browns. And Hunt isn't the starter there. It's going to be Chubb. But either way, I don't think the Browns actually stand a chance today. I think the Bengals finally get rid of that curse and smash the Browns.
And our next question is from Facebook user, one that I don't believe we're all going to agree on. I think we're going to kind of have different answers here, but I'll start it off. Najee, Connor, Sanders, Pacheco, and Homer. He wants us to sit two. I'm going to say to sit Travis Homer and Najee Harris.
I agree with you 100%. I think that's pretty easy to me.
So Connor and Sanders are definitely starts out of these three. I want to say to sit Najee and play Pacheco as well. Homer's not in the question for me, but my only caveat is the Denver defense is legit. It's between Najee and Pacheco for me, but they both said Najee. I'd lean Najee here, but I'm not trusting Pacheco today either.
I feel okay about Pacheco. I think this Broncos D is a little overrated. I don't think they're that good. I think they're very beatable. I think Kansas City is not going to have any fucking problems with this team. If you look back earlier in the season, the Raiders hung 32 up on them. The Bills put 42 up on them. Kansas City's offense is just as good, if not better, than both of those squads. I don't think they're going to have any problems scoring against Denver. It worries me 0%.
All right, y'all bear with me for just 1 second. I am going to do something a little bit here for you guys. I will pop up the next one. Just quick read that one. Hawkinson revenge game today. And
Hawkinson revenge game today, baby. I love that narrative. It still ain't going to be enough to beat the Minnesota Vikings. Or it still is not going to matter on that -2, though. That is going to be what propels the Minnesota Vikings to victory. That's what I was trying to say. Watson or
Jones?
Jones. Danny Dimes. Motherfucker Jones. Where you going, David?
Man, the waiver wire. These are, again, Watson needs some massages to loosen up. It's not going to be Watson today, but I don't think Daniel Jones does anything. That maybe because of his rushing upside, he gets you a little something, but they're going to run out with a banged up Saquon, and I mean, all of their passing comes off of play action. They don't have a pass game otherwise, and they're just not going to be scared of Saquon today if he's banged up. I don't see the Giants keeping this anywhere near the close.
So I feel like the Giants typically play division opponents pretty close. I get everything that you're saying. I'm taking Daniel Jones pretty easily on this one because if there's one thing that you can do against the Philadelphia Eagles, it's you can run on them as a quarterback. I think Daniel Jones has that ability. Saquon is banged up, so I think they may lean on him. If they do score today, which is a big question mark if they even get in the end zone, I think there's at least a 40% chance that Daniel Jones is the guy that runs it in. So I'm going Daniel Jones in a landslide here.
I agree with you. I'm not saying Daniel Jones isn't the answer out of these two. I'm just saying there might be somebody else available who could be better than both of these.
The only person that might be available,
not Mike White.
There's two people on the waiver wires I consider, and it would be Dynamite, Mike White, or Big Cock Brock, baby. Big Cock.
I would go Brock over both of these two.
Big Cock Brock is now my second favorite nickname we've ever given anybody. I love it. Behind Two-Hole Jones. Ain't nothing better than Double Penetration Jones, that's for sure.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to pull up some. Ben Kaiser sent me a couple of screenshots. I was trying to put them in that slide and kind of put them over here so you guys could see. He wants to drop 2 players, but I'll get back with later on that.
So if you have it on the other screen, just share that screen.
Well, I don't. Yeah, I do. Okay, here we go. I'm working on it.
Can we get that next question while you working?
Yeah. Let me find my shit. I'm sorry.
It's Deontay Foreman versus Seattle or Leonard Fournette against the 49ers.
That's not a question to me. That's Deontay all day.
That's crazy to me that's not a question to you. But I'm gonna toot my own horn a little bit here. I went out and I did some bold predictions for the season at the start of the NFL season. I've been telling y'all since the preseason that this was the year that Leonard Fournette fell off a cliff. This was the year that Rachaad White emerged. Took a little bit longer than I thought it would for it to happen, but I'm kind of like Tampa Bay. I don't really want to roll any out there any more than I have to. I'm going Dante Foreman all damn day from the University of Texas. Hook 'em, baby. Hook 'em. All right. Next question is from Raise Hale, Praise Dale, and he wants to know, man, this has been popular today. Yes, this is, in fact, a Justin Timberlake marionette. I almost went out and bought the rest of them. But I didn't. I just bought this one. So bye. This is Justin Timberlake all day today. You are right. Raise hell, praise Dale.
All right, here we go.
Oh boy.
Can you guys see that at all?
Yeah, it's hard, but I can see it. Hey, Joey. Hold on. That's on Google Slides, right?
Yeah.
Let me fix that up for you a little bit. Hold on.
Yeah, do that, dog, and I'll let you share your screen instead because I suck at it.
Oh, I didn't even realize I could do that. Okay, even better. Okay.
Yeah. So, Deontay Foreman or Fournette? I'm gonna go Deontay Foreman there. Let's go. Leonard fucking Fournette or take the risk and shoot for Travis fucking Homer. Dude, go ahead. Travis Homer. I think he's got a higher ceiling, which is kind of crazy. But yeah, I would play Travis Homer over him.
I agree. I don't that defense in San Fran is legit. I don't see and it's not Fournette in that offense anymore anyway. It's White.
Dale Cooper says that JT from NSYNC. It's either NSYNC or Backstreet Boys.
No, it's not either
NSYNC
NSYNC or Back. How dare you? This is not the Backstreet Boys. The Backstreet Boys aren't allowed in my damn house. That's Justin Money Timberlake's son from the only boy band worth mentioning, NSYNC, baby. Bye, bye, bye.
I'm not on the same page as you on that.
No, you're wrong on that. So, for the record.
Ben Kaiser says, Jordan is dead to me. How dare you insult the Iowa State Cyclone? Big cock Brock Purdy went up against some of the best in the Big 12.
Listen, a couple things here, Ben. One, I've come around on Brock Purdy in this episode since I learned of his nickname being Big Cock Brock. So that's first. Number two, let's not pretend like the Big 12, is a juggernaut defensive wise, because they're not. Let's also not forget that this guy had the best running back in the Big 12 since freaking Ricky Williams on his side. I don't think Brock Purdy is an NFL quarterback. I said it, right? He's getting his chance. Good for him. Get out there, big cock Brock, and do your thing. You're going to be backing somebody up next year. It's that simple. How did the Gardner Minshew thing work out, right? Gardner Minshew, just as good of a quarterback as Brock Purdy, way fucking cooler than Brock Purdy, and he's backing somebody up today. So, yeah, that's my piece. But, hey, Ben, if I'm dead to you, baby, I'm dead. Bye, bye, bye. I'm out.
All right, listen to this, though. That may be true. He's backing somebody else up. You know who else is backing somebody else up? Nick Foles, Super Bowl winning quarterback. I'm telling you right now, with that roster they got over there, Brock Purdy can take the Niners to the Super Bowl.
I'm just going to say, with that roster over there, Jimmy G could not get them back to the Super Bowl. Big cock Brock ain't doing it, man. It ain't.
Well, I don't know what's happening.
And we're back. I don't think Joey knows what's happening. I don't know what. We are having some technical difficulties. It's coming somewhere from the front of Joey's monitor and the back of his chair, somewhere in that area.
Yeah, I can't. I didn't know what was going on. I was frozen. All right, we got Steelers D versus Baltimore or Philly against the New York Giants.
Give me the Philly D. I think David's frozen now. You ever see David look so damn happy as he does right now in his frozen state, just sitting over there like.
Okay, yeah, he's gone now. He's gone. If he pops back up, here he is loading. Jesus, we're having some issues. That's all right, though. We're going to work through it. One last thing. How disrespectful is it for the Rams to let someone wear Kurt Warner's number? Shouldn't it be retired? I mean, come on. I'm not even a Rams fan, but good Lord.
I mean, they did let him just like leave. So, I mean, I think that was more disrespectful than anything. Give it way to Mark Bulger was the real disrespect for Kurt Warner. So let's keep it real here.
David S. I think Russ brings flashes of himself at some point and finishes the season strong. I think you are on a boat all by yourself, David S.
He's on a boat. Yeah, yeah, fuck that. No thanks.
Richard Pena, Evans has been a ghost lately. Start Juju or go with Evans and hope. I'm going to start Juju. It's really not close to me. I think there's a much more solid floor, and Juju's due for a big game.
I'm going to go back to the same thing I said earlier. If there is one person for the Bucs today that is going to be able to eat, it's Godwin. Just the routes he runs against that zone defense of San Fran. That's the only thing they can really do. I'm fading Evans here. He's been not performing, and Juju is the top receiver in that offense. Well, okay, Travis Kelce is the top receiver in that offense, but Juju is the top wide receiver in that offense.
All right. Ben Kaiser says, no, just one. I'm not sure what that is referring to. Maybe it is this. We going to drop one player or drop two players off of this roster?
We got to drop two?
I think we got to drop two players. Hold on. Let me confirm
Why?
that for you.
Does he just have too many? Because
to
Dobbins is
activate.
coming back. Yep.
Yeah, he needs to activate Dobbins. So drop one player.
And I'm
Get rid of
assuming
Danny
this.
Dimes.
Hold on. I'm assuming this is no kind of keeper league or dynasty, right?
Sure. I would drop Chris Moore here. I would drop
This
Chris
looks
Moore.
like the TSF league, the 144. Who's
It
his
does.
quarterback in that super flex spot? I can't see it.
Dak Prescott.
Drop Danny Dimes. You
I
got Prescott
wouldn't.
and Allen to roll for the rest of the year.
I wouldn't, man. Not just because of these leagues. And listen, I get the thought process, but these 144 leagues, man, there ain't shit on that waiver wire for quarterback. So unless if you want Nick Foles to be your QB3, I would not drop him. For me, I'm dropping Chris Moore. And I'm probably, if I got to drop two, I'm dropping Moore and Moore.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah,
Actually, I would drop
just-
Cade Otton before I drop Sky Moore.
I wouldn't for the same reason as the quarterbacks. I mean, the tight ends aren't exactly deep in these leagues either. So if Higbee goes down, he has nothing behind it. I'd probably do more and more as well.
And to me, you got Jameson Williams there still to plug in. Van Jefferson's come on all right. You got Cooper. To me, it's more and more.
All right. Pop that back up. Let's see. Hide. There we go. All right. Next question. Oops. I don't know where I'm at over here.
We are on Sideline Reporter Vance here. No, just one. Big Cock Brock, Hard as a Rock, Purdy by David S. on YouTube.
All right. That's right. Oops, meant to add the last comment. Vance here. Hey, guys, how are you doing? Anywho, with Lamar out, do I start Danny Dimes or Mike serving White?
You start Dynamite Mike White, baby. Give me. I think I'm just driving the fucking fan bus for Mike White. I love this guy. I can't get enough. Give me all the Mike White. All of it. Dynamite Mike.
I think I'm with you there, Mike White.
Dirty Pop.
Dale Cooper says liked and sub. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Y'all playing musical chairs. Yeah, we are.
I'm just sitting here. I don't know what the hell these guys doing.
Patsy's defense or Panthers defense today?
For me, on this one, I am going with the Patsy's D.
Yeah, I agree.
I could go either way, but I think the Pats just, by a little bit. But either one of these they're about equal in my eyes.
David S. is Russell Wilson's burner account. Saquon or Swift touchdown league? I know I ask every week, but Swift scores every week. Yeah, I think I'd stick with DeAndre Swift here. He got back into the groove with it last week. Lots of opportunities. I think that continues today and high over under. I think he's got a good shot at a touchdown.
I agree. Saquon's coming in banged up. I'm not sure the Giants score anything today.
I'm gonna need some help understanding this question. Chase and Higgins or Pacheco? I would go Chase and Higgins, even over Pacheco. I don't care about the ceiling cap there with both Bengals. Jordan, I believe you're muted somehow.
Yeah, no, I'm back. I unmuted myself. Chasing Higgins easy for me here, but I am trying to plug in Pacheco elsewhere. I love Pacheco this week.
I'm going Chase and Higgins too. I actually have those two in another league.
That's the two best wide receivers in the AFC North right there.
Yeah,
okay, I agree with that.
You know who the third one is? Not anybody on the Steelers.
He said not Pickens.
It's probably Tyler Boyd. It's Amari Cooper.
It's Master Bateman. He's just on the shelf, baby. Master Bateman's the real deal, and I am not going to stop banging that drum.
So, yeah, drop Danny Dimes so I can stop asking to start Darnold or Wilson or Stafford or Wilson. Smart move would be to drop Sky.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I would drop Chris Moore over Sky Moore because you don't fucking know. Sky Moore could erupt, right? But I mean, Chris Moore, this is probably the only week you're ever going to consider starting that dude.
I believe we have made it to the bottom of the barrel. He wants to know Vikings or Pats defense. This is an easy one for me. Patriots defense all the way.
I would answer that, but I am dead to Ben Kaiser, so I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't think this
also
is actually...
Ben, three things. Fuck Iowa State. Fuck the Big 12.
Don't you say
I love you, though. Oh, and fuck the Steelers.
No, I thought you were going to say fuck Brock Purdy, and I was like, no.
Hey, I ain't trying to fuck Big Cock Brock. That's a little bit too big for my little hole. Lots of deep questions today.
Same question, different user. We all going to stick with the Pats here. I think it might still be.
Was that the other one?
Yeah, that's a different question.
Yeah, same question.
No, that's
it was Pats or Panthers before.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going Niners D all fucking day.
Yeah,
Give me Niners D.
Yeah, I do.
They're going to have
Niners.
Well,
yeah.
That's right. 49ers. Looks like that's going to do it for us. It's week 14, man. Lots of win and you're in situations.
Quick comment.
What you pointing at me for?
Quick comment. I just got the notification. Tony Jones is getting the start over Travis Homer today.
I don't care.
I'm not
probably
taking either one of them anyway.
Yeah, I'm avoiding that at all costs.
Dameon Pierce or Michael Carter? I'm going to go Dameon Pierce.
I'm going Michael Carter with Big Mike White. Dynamite Mike White, baby. Give me Jets, Jets all damn day. I do like Dameon Pierce a whole lot, but in really tough negative game scripts, he has basically been non-existent. And I think that's going to be the case today. I don't think Houston's getting anything going against Dallas.
All right. Vance Schlitz wants to know what's on everyone's Christmas list. All I want for Christmas is you.
Damn, Joey done took the words right out my mouth. You know what's on my Christmas list? One appearance in the NFC Championship game by the Dallas Cowboys. Now, I don't really believe in Santa anymore because I've been wishing for that same thing for 20 some odd years and it ain't fucking happened. But this year I believe, baby. Let's go.
Oh, there it is. We've been waiting for that all season. It's our year.
I believe, man. Should I tell me this, right? Crazy Cowboy fan here. I get it. right now, is this not the Dallas Cowboys' best chance of my fucking lifetime?
This is their best
Yeah.
chance, but they're still the third best team coming out of the NFC right now.
I don't know about all that. I would get it if you said second.
Now, Eagles and Niners above them, even with Big Cock Brock.
So let me ask you a question. When Dallas goes and smacks the shit out of Philadelphia on Christmas Eve, which is going to happen because Dak Prescott is daddy when it comes to the Eagles. Look at the record. Are you still going to think the Eagles are over the Cowboys? Because I don't. I think Dallas is better than Philadelphia, and I think we will absolutely embarrass the shit out of them on national television on Christmas Eve.
I think Dallas is better than
think they're gonna
Philly
win that
right
game.
now. We got another question though. Dak Prescott or Joe Burrow? I'm smashing Joe Burrow, dog. He's on fire right now.
I disagree on this one. I'm sorry, but they're facing the Texans. I mean, come on, it's the Texans.
So I'm gonna give my boy Nick Macaronis another shout out here. He's the guy that said to not start Dak Prescott, and his reasoning behind it was pretty sound. I could easily see Tony Pollard and Ezekiel Elliott running all fucking over the Texans and Dak not being able to get anything in the end zone. That's my biggest concern with Dak Prescott. Joe Burrow's going to throw the ball. He's going to hit them receivers. I'm taking Joe Burrow in this one.
You know what? I do agree with you there because just last week I had Dak doing on my bets doing more, and once that game got out of hand, he didn't pass at all. He didn't have to. He just
Didn't have to. Yep.
off. And thinking about a game script, it's going to be the same this week against the Texans. So,
although
we have a similar question every week, and it's always the quarterback that's not playing the Texans is the right answer.
And I will say this, right? And the Texans, yeah, they are like ranked, I think it's like second or third against the quarterback, something stupid, which is the most misleading stat I've ever heard in fantasy history, because it's not because they're good against the quarterback. It's just because they're so dog shit awful against the run game. But I have heard some people say that this is a trap game for Dallas. I don't think so. However, I am pretty concerned about next week being a trap game for Dallas when we go and play the Jaguars, because I think the Jaguars are a lot better than the Texans, and the week after that's that fucking showdown against the Eagles. So if there's a trap game on Dallas's schedule, it's next week, not this week. They're going to put the Texans away with ease.
right, and then they're going to
Ben
lose.
Kaiser wants a week of vacation. 86 hours of work last week. I feel you, dog.
Normally, I would say, man, big shout out to all of our postal workers and everybody who this is not their fun season. They're out busting their ass, they're the real Santa Claus. Ben Kaiser's the real Santa Claus out there, making sure people get their gifts in the mail. But once again, I'm dead to bid, so fuck them.
Fins up tonight. Primetime game ready for redemption. Last week we were caught in our draws. This week we dropping 30 in the first half.
I agree. America's team.
That is going to do it for us today here in week 14. Good luck, guys. Let's get into the playoffs. We love you. We hope you make it.
Bye, bye, bye. I had to
As
get that in one more
always.
time. Stay true.
True.